good song, and you could feel that, number one, that was a song that he wrote. He was very close to that song. And yeah, you could actually see it. As a matter of fact, I think that there was something where in the video he cries during the middle of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had a lot of clips of the guy. The guy was a roadie. And they had a lot of clips in the video of them with him.
It's the Ninja Troll behind the music.
That's right.
Pop-up radio.
Yeah, pop-up radio.
Yeah, but that song did not make the list.
Exactly. Well, it's not a power ballad, number one, but that's one of the...
Well, it arguably is. I mean, if Every Rose Has a Thorn is, then so is Something to Believe In.
Well, no, because Something to Believe In was about, it was during the time that Jimmy Swaggart was doing his thing with Jessica Hahn, and what
it was just... does that have to do with anything?
Well, that's where it was at. Well, I see him on my TV preaching about the promised land. He tells me to believe in Jesus, but steals the money from
it's still a
him.
power ballad.
How can it be a power ballad? Power ballad is about love. It's about...
Not necessarily.
It's about the alfalfa.
The what?
The alfalfa. Listen, in junior high school, that's the way that you described a kiss. It was peaches, prunes, or alfalfa.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I am actually speechless.
You're
I
actually...
have no words.
Wow.
I don't even know.
I don't either.
I don't even know. Let's just move on.
Let's just move on.
Please. I'm starting to skip.
There was this one time in band camp.
No. Next song.
Yeah, this one, there's no way you're missing this
Okay.
from the first note.
That's just as popular as...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This was Love Bites from Def Leppard off of the, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple, multi-platinum album Hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a funny story about this song. I went and saw Def Leppard in concert. Quiet down, Joe Elliott. I'm talking. I went and saw Def Leppard in concert at what was then Blockbuster Pavilion in Charlotte. It was like 2 or 3 days after I had broken up with a girlfriend.
Oh, God.
So I'm standing on the lawn. This song, they're playing this song. I'm standing there, drunk, screaming, "Love sucks!" at the top of my lungs,
and then
while
she
they're
walks
singing
through
the song
with her new boyfriend.
No, I was there with a group of like 8 people, and they're all like, "Oh, dude, you can sit down. Calm it down a little bit. Just knock it off."
And
Handing you another beer.
Listen, when you're surrounded by mullets and somebody says you're too drunk, you've done something.
Yeah, you need to think about your.
Go ahead. Let's see
choices
where we're at on that. Turn it back up, or did you stop it?
No, I don't think I stopped it. Yep.
Oh, here we go. We came in just the right time. Everybody, all together.
Need a beer. Stop that.
I can't help it. Dang it.
And I'm not sure if this was it was the biggest song off of Hysteria.
Do you want me to tell you the song that I remember off of Hysteria? We got a little bit of time, so we can kill a little bit of time. No, my favorite song actually from that was Women.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't get the credibility that I felt that it deserved, but of course, I'm off the beaten path when it comes to music. I really am. I mean, I go from...
It's true.
I go from everything. You're liable to hear me pull up listening to Dean Martin. By the way, he is the coolest man to ever live, and do not argue with me on that. I'll fight you.
I'll agree with you on that.
Tim will agree.
Sorry.
Dean Martin.
Dean
true. Martin's Fonzie cool.
Well, I will say it should be, realistically, it should be a toss-up between him and Sinatra.
Dan Cano says he's got his lighter in the air.
Of course. But I found out you can't keep that lit for too long because it'll start to melt and the little spring will pop out of the top.
Listen, the only guys who were safe at the shows was the guys who had the cool Zippo, and they knew how to work it when they smoked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what's next?
Is actually all the ones before have been in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
This next one is actually trickling into the 90s.
Okay.
So let's see if you know this one.
Probably the biggest hair band to come out of the 80s of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, because they...
What's the song?
Bed of Roses by Bon Jovi.
All right.
Listen, if you can keep reinventing yourself like these guys have, and granted...
That's true.
And granted, they have moved on to adult contemporary, but of course, adult contemporary has changed.
True.
I would have to say that they are the kings of the hair bands. Overall,
if you go from just from record sales and longevity, then yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, there were definitely bands that were. I mean, back in the 80s, unfortunately, because Bon Jovi had female fans before the era of the power ballads got really big, they got a lot of flack, and they lost a lot of credibility with the metalheads.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all the girls were coming to see Bon Jovi. Because he's not hard to look at.
Right. Well, all I know about Bon Jovi is during the Bon Jovi vinyl, the album, Camelot Records.
Wow.
Yeah, Camelot Records.
Fast.
I went to get my vinyl signed. Well, not my vinyl, but the sleeve there. And I had a girl that I was babysitting for while her mom was doing her thing while she worked. Jessica, I would go and take care of Jessica. She was in like kindergarten. She wanted to go with me. I said, fine. I go to her house the day that I'm taking her to Camelot Music to see Bon Jovi, and she is just straight hoochied up. I mean, she looked like she was ready. Well, you know, she looked like she was one of those girls.
Oh, Lord.
She had her hair poofed up. She had on her little leggings at the time. She had on this this deal, you know, it's like a mini skirt that she wore leggings with, and it was all polka dotted.
I'm getting so nostalgic right now.
I know, man. And her hair, what was funny was she'd actually teased her hair to go, and she was like a miniature one of the girls that you would see backstage, and I said, whoa, no. You need to go and change your clothes, sister. I'm not taking you out here like that. I am not going to be responsible. So. All right.
The next one, I really want to see if you can get this one.
Times have changed, and times.
Nope.
Here I come,
like.
but I ain't
Nope.
the same.
Wrong.
I'm saying it's Ozzy.
Nope.
I'm the one who wants to.
Nope.
Saying I love you. Nope. I got nothing on this.
All of those would have been a better choice than this one. This is number 5 on this list.
Okay.
The Darkness seems like a good idea.
Never heard of them.
Was not a good idea to put them at number 5 on the list.
I don't know.
I've never heard of them.
Really? I've never heard of them either.
At least
I've
I'm
never
not the
heard
only
of
one.
this band, never heard of this song.
I would have put Y and T in there before I would have them, you know?
I would put anybody in there before that.
Docking.
I mean, and this may be an English band. I don't know. I just, maybe they're big in Europe. I don't know. Maybe they're Hasselhoff. I don't know. But I just don't know them.
So they're drunk eating cheeseburgers?
That would be cool. I'm sure right now they're probably serving cheeseburgers.
It's very possible.
But anyway, number 4
Fish
on
and
the
chips
list.
if they're from England.
Here you go.
Hold on a second. Let me do the snake rock back and forth. Maybe that's the way he used to dance back in the day. And he is a punk. Good Lord, he is a punk.
Yeah,
He is so full of himself.
this is one of the last decent songs that they did before Axl completely lost his mind.
Yeah.
You mean he had his mind at one point?
Yeah,
Somewhat.
I mean, you go back to Appetite for Destruction. That is one of the best rock and roll albums ever produced. Period.
I would disagree with that, putting that song there, and it's just personal preference of mine.
Oh, I thought you were about to disagree with me saying that Appetite for Destruction was one of the best.
No.
We were going to fight.
No. Listen, I know my boundaries, sir. Man's got to know his limitations. I know my limitations.
But I would actually, if we were going to pull a GNR ballad, I would say November Rain before I would say Don't Cry.
See, now that's what I was thinking, Tim. So we're on the same page. We've been hanging out together for almost 30 years now, and
Will you stop with that almost 30 years?
He's rounding up, man. He's rounding up.
Yeah. He's rounded way up.
we got
Okay.
we got 222 on this. Make it 230.
So you're talking about seconds, not years.
Go ahead.
Okay. Number 3.
Yeah.
I know you'll know this.
Oh, there you go. All you got to do is just hit that little acoustic guitar, and you know exactly what it is. Now, this guy right here, he is a very, very high-strung individual. Sebastian Bach
He is.
and Skid Row, dude. I'm telling you what. During this album and this album alone, I think that this was a well-oiled machine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And actually, their second album was just as good. It was harder. It was more metal than the first one. So it wasn't as popular because at the time it came out, the grunge thing was starting, picking up steam, and the hair metal thing was going on the downside. But the second album was great, I think.
I'm fixing to cut you off right here. Turn it up.
Yep.
There I am. I'm singing it like he would, and I'm playing my air guitar. If I could just figure out how to get my feet up on the table, I would be doing drums too.
And Sebastian Bach has actually called this the number one prom song of 1990, and it's got to be.
I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Yes.
Okay.
I want to know
Now-
how many guys got lucky during this song. Is what I want to know.
That's a good question.
How many times you would go up to Lookout Point and you would see
Lookout Point.
Yeah. Lookout Point.
Right after you left Arnold's.
Everybody had a Lookout
days.
Point, Tim. Everybody had a Lookout Point, and there's probably still a Lookout Point somewhere out there where everybody goes to. It's called a drive-in.
All right, Opie, calm down. Let's go on to number 2.
Golly.
Here you go.
Ah. I did make some moves on this song. I did.
You can't go wrong with Journey.
Wow. The kings of arena rock right here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is it parallels with the power ballad. It does, but there was a different mindset for like groups like Foreigner, Kansas, and all that. And these guys were the king of all that.
Yeah.
The king of all of it.
Yeah. But that's number 2, which I don't know if I'd agree with that. But on to number 1 for their list. Let's see if you know this one.
It sounds like a Pepto-Bismol commercial.
Do you know it?
Itchy eyes, upset stomach, diarrhea. No.
Stop it.
I got nothing on this.
The group is Steelheart,
Steelheart.
and the song is called She's Gone.
Really?
Yep. There it is.
Now,
Yeah, actually, I do. When I first looked at the list,